Hey there, pop stars. As you know, I'm Cakepop-Clara. If you don't know me yet, I'm a 21-year-old recent graphic design graduate who has a passion for kawaii and Lolita fashion, aka Japanese street style fashion. My big dream is to be a graphic designer and vlogger in Japan. But for now, I am in my bedroom, probably like most of you, so high five on that one, right? I am actually finishing up a 3-part series of what I have learned in my first 6 months in Lolita fashion, which now has turned to about 8 months or 9 months. I wanted to let the fires die down before doing this. This is going to be a fun, happy, positive video, just going over some reflections that I have found out that maybe I didn't really expect when I first started the fashion. Some are good, most of them are good. Everything here is good. This is a positive vibes video. Haha, you're welcome. If you want to gain confidence to wear kawaii fashion, please hit that subscribe button because I want to help you by showing my journey and telling you things that I found out along the way. I love you. Let's get into this. I'm going to be going over 2 or 3 things that I've learned about actually wearing the fashion and some things that I was doing wrong with my coordinates, or maybe I just wasn't too sure about when I first started wearing Lolita and I've learned in the last 6 months. I'm going to go over some ways to avoid problems in the community with online drama and such. If that is something that you're scared about, don't worry. I'm going to touch base on that. If you wait to the end, I'll tell you something embarrassing about myself that I've learned in the last 6 months. So stick around to hear an embarrassing fact about myself, and we're ready. So let's start with things that I learned about coordinating. Now, you see this is a blouse. And this blouse has a neckline, and this neckline is like a Peter Pan baby. But what I've learned is that not all JSK, which are dresses that go over blouses, not all of them go with every single cut of blouse. For example, if you have like one big bow on the front of your JSK and then one small bow or big bow on the front of your blouse, it could potentially compete for attention and just make your coordinate look a little bit like, woo, all over the place. Yeah, I still do that a lot though. I wish I would have thought about that before buying some of the blouses that I did or some of the dresses that I did. A good way to avoid this is to look for dresses with detachable bows on the front or blouses with that same detailing, and then you can actually mix and match and make your coordinates super on point every time. Another thing that I learned about Taobao dresses, right? Sometimes you actually have to like rinse them out to get the excess dye out of them, or else they can stain your blouses. And that happened to me and I was really sad and I had no idea about that. So please, I'm going to try to drop a link for some research about that because I still actually haven't learned how to do that. So if anybody knows how to do that, please put it in the comments so you can help some unsuspecting Lolita friends out who might not want to get their new fresh blouses ruined. One more thing I learned about Lolita that I didn't really expect is that it is very helpful to know at least basic sewing, especially if you're buying your dresses secondhand. But even if your dresses are new, you can still lose buttons and things like that, and you are going to want to know how to sew them back on. I am going to have to watch some tutorials or get a friend to help me because I have sewed in the past, but for some reason it's kind of intimidating because I don't want to like mess up my new, not my new, but I don't want to mess up my brand dresses. I don't really know how I would do that by sewing a button on, but it's still kind of intimidating to me. So that's one thing you can look into right away if you want to avoid being real pissed off when your button snaps and you have no way to fix it and then you lose that button and then you die. That is a pain in the ass. Now I'm going to talk about the community a little bit. One thing I did learn about the community in the Lolita world is that it is huge. There is Lolitas all over the world, and so you will definitely be able to make friends in Lolita, whether it be in your local comm or finding them through social media and such. If you want friends, you will find them. If you build it, they will come. Feel the dreams. Style. I've made a ton of friends. I know I really touched on that in the first part of this video. By the way, if you haven't seen the first 2 parts of this video where I go over positive and negative aspects of Lolita fashion, check those out in the cards in the corner. Yeah, I was just really surprised to see how many active communities there are, and it's really exciting to be able to be a part of this. With that being said, since there are so many Lolitas, everyone comes from a different background. Everyone has different values, and that means that not everyone is going to agree with you, and you might have problems or arguments with people. And so just try to stay in your lane and understand that not everyone's going to agree with you. And if you happen to pick fights with people, there is a potential to get a negative reputation, just because a lot of people don't quite enjoy it when others step on their toes, stir the pot, beat a dead horse, things of that nature. Just be mindful that not everyone's going to agree with you, and just move on. Don't let it get to you too much. This is advice I have to take every single day of my life, but I think I've been doing a lot better at it lately, and I've been a lot happier, so I would suggest you do the same. Hold it in and then vent to your best friend. No, that's actually how drama starts. If you really have a problem with somebody, talk to them. Like, instead of talking to your best friend, because that is actually gossip, and we don't want that either. So if you have a serious problem with somebody, talk to them, not me. No, you can talk to me about your problems, but I'm just saying it's better to kick it in the ass at the source, or at least get some closure about whatever type of situation you are currently in. But hopefully none of that will happen. This is like one funny thing I learned about Lolita, is that Lolitas are always late to meetups. It takes so long to get ready, and a lot of times people drive from out of town, out of state to go to meetups, and that means a lot of people are going to be late, and it's kind of funny. And then people will be complaining, but also they will be late the next time. So just trying to be on time, because the person that annoys the most is whoever organized the meetup. That can be very annoying. Usually it all turns out fine, but just try to be on time. But one thing I've learned is that doesn't necessarily happen that much. I'm not Alyssa Edwards. Okay, I can't do that. Now here's the part you've all been waiting for. This is really embarrassing, and one thing I learned was the word OG is not pronounced like Luigi. I was going to be the OG in the Baby the Starshine Bright Tea Party, and I was like, I don't really want to be an OEG. And I'm like saying OEG. Like, there's no I before a J. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but my friend Rachel, bless her heart, thank you so much, before I embarrassed myself even more, she told me, she was like, Claire, it's OG, not Luigi. And I'm like, what the heck am I thinking of Mario for? This is my life. I hope you enjoyed these little specks of knowledge that I've learned throughout time, and the history of me being a Lolita, which is, it's coming up on a year in 2 or 3 months. Hopefully I'll be able to just keep learning a lot, keep sharing what I've learned with you, and hopefully you'll keep giving me a big hug through the screen. Babies. I really, really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Ooh. I'm thinking about designing t-shirts, and I already tried it, and I didn't really like do too much with it. Like, I had one little campaign, but look out for that in the future. Send some comments if you'd like to see me do t-shirt designs. I'd really, really love to hear your feedback on that, and keep checking my Instagram for updates on that. Also, for the question of the day, let me know, what is the biggest thing you learned in your first 6 months to a year wearing a Lolita or Japanese fashion? And I also want to know you better. No, just kidding. But yeah, I'm not wearing Lolita today. It's funny because this is my outfit. I'm wearing shorts. This isn't OG either. This is just my life. How do you like that? Oh my god, that's so stupid. I'm not really sure what you would call it, so if you can think of what you would call it, let me know in the comments below. And I feel like I had something else to say, but I'll just tell you next time. Bye, pop stars. Oh, like this video if you made it to the end, because I love you and I need it, and I need to know if you like this, because I need to know if I should make more of this. Bam! Alright, bye, pop stars.